Hello everyone, hi, welcome to the channel Wall Street Mojo. Watch the video till the end, and also if you are new to this channel, then you can subscribe us by clicking the bell icon. Today we have a topic with us is Greenmail. Now we need to understand first what exactly is Greenmail. This sounds a little bit of a new word to you, I'm pretty much sure. See, Greenmail is a profit-making strat wherein the investor they buy large stakes of target company and they threaten the target company of hostile takeover. And they create a situation in such a way that the target company is forced to buy back their shares at a significant premium. Now, the target firm is actually forced to buy its own stock at an increased price to ward off the corporate raider. So this is a kind of a blackmail that gives the corporate raider a good profit by just creating a takeover. So in the case of the M&A, the mergers and acquisition, this payment is made to put stop to on the takeover bid. Now, second over here, Greenmail, it is a blackmail of a different color. Okay, so try and explain this. See, this is very challenging situation for target company. They are forced to decide between being taken over and paying a high premium to buy back their own shares from the corporate trader. So in most circumstances, the target firm chooses to pay the premium price and the buyback of their shares that has been taken over of the hostile takeover part. So basically, it is like a blackmail where the raider asks for a ransom amount to release the control of the shares over the target company. So it should be kept in mind that the raider has no intention of buying the target company, but it just wants to make the profit from the costly premium it demands from the target company. So on accepting this payment, the raider will stop harassing the target company for takeover and it cannot buy any shares of the target company for that specified time period. Though the target company gets back its control over its shares and it may have an additional debt of considerable amount which the target company has taken to finance the greenmail. So the term greenmail is derived from the combination of both blackmail and greenbacks dollar. Now, how exactly this thing works? Okay, how does Greenmail works? Fine, let me run you through that. See, what happens, the first part is the purchase part. Okay, over here, the buying of stake in the target company is done. Buying of stake in target company. Then there is a thing called struggle. That is, activities of the Greenmailer, by creating hostile scenario. And then there is a thing called sale. So over here, you are getting an offer to sell their shares at a much more higher price. Let's have a look at the process over here. Purchase, struggle, and sell. See, in purchase, a corporate trader or the investor gets hold of the large stake in the target company by purchasing its shares from the open market. In the struggle stage, they threaten the target company over the hostile scenario, the hostile takeover, but the efforts is to sell the acquired shares to the target company at a premium price, which is much above the market value. So this rate also makes the promise of not harassing the target company on repurchasing of the shares by the target company. And then there is sale. So the corporate trader sells their shares at a higher price, and the target company utilizes the shareholder money to pay the premium for buyback. So the target company is left with considerable amount of debt and value is reduced, whereas the raider makes handsome profit. It's like a ransom money that you take. I'll give you some of the example. This topic sounds really interesting, I know, but okay, let me run you through some of the examples. See, there is an American investor called Carl Icahn, and he bought approximately 9.9% stake Saxon Industry at an average price of 7.21 per share. Now, this industry, they were afraid that he might go for an hostile takeover and he can increase his stake further. So, this industry offered to a thing called buyback. Carl's stake at an average price of 10.5. So this represented a premium of 45% of the purchase price and thereby making Carl a handsome profit. See, this is how it happens. That's why I give you an example. So what are the effective measures that you can take by the target company, or the target company should take such measures. See, during these situations, the target company have two options with them. Okay, the first option is that the target company can take no action. It allow the hostile takeover to actually happen. And secondly, the target company can pay the premium price above the market value to avoid the hostile takeover and buy back its own shares. Now, suppose, let's say over here, company X, okay, it buys, let's say, 30% shares of Y, and the management of the Y decides to buy back the shares at a premium price, okay, to avoid the takeover bid. So after this green belt, the company X makes a considerable amount of profit from the resale of the shares at a premium price, but the company Y makes significant what we call as loss and is left with additional debt. See, although there is still the existence of the green belt in various forms, the state has implemented regulations which can make it quite difficult for such companies who plan to repurchase shares from investors above the market price. So this thing have happened. Now the thing is that now for such companies who plans to repurchase shares for the short term investor about the market price in the year closely in 1987, the IRS, that is the internal revenue services, introduced an excise tax of 50%. Okay, of how much? Excise tax of 50, tax of 505 on the profits made, or 50%, that is profit made on the green mail. The additionally, the companies also have to have the incorporated indifference defense mechanism, which is known as poison pills, okay, to keep such investors at bay from threatening the hostile takeovers. It does not always means hostile takeover bids, but many times it may lead to a thing called proxy contents, okay, which eventually can affect the management and operations of the company. So based on this, let me make my final conclusion. Now on the conclusion note, see, this involves buying a significant stake, undoubtedly. Take the significant amount or the stake in terms of shares or in terms of money, forcing the hostile take. So then using this threat, they make the target company buy back the shares, buy back its own shares, okay, at a higher price. Right? This is what we learned. This is similar to the what we call as blackmail, where the threats are made to establish a benefit and gain profit money is paid to another company to stop the aggressive behavior. Well, this was it for greenmail. Greenmail, blackmail, it's one and the same now. We have studied what exactly has gone into, how things work out, how does the process goes. We took the example of Carl and Saxon Industries. Then what are the measures that can be taken in this particular scenario? What IRS has done to improve this? So that's it for this particular topic. I hope you have got a great idea regarding greenmail. So that's it for this particular topic. If you have learned and enjoyed watching this video, please like and comment on this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.